Good afternoon, and welcome to another Forest at Duke trivia session. My name is Kelsey Fry, and I will be the trivia host this afternoon. We have a new set of 20 questions. They're all multiple choice. It's a bit of a grab bag. Today, there's no real theme, but we have questions from all different categories. And we'll go through each question once with the answered choices, and then we will go through them again and reveal the answers and a little bit more information about the question. So we hope you enjoy and have fun, and go ahead and grab your pen and some paper, and we will get started. So question number 1, how many steps does the Empire State Building have? Is it A, 795, B, 1,300, C, 1,860, or D, 2,090? Question 2, where is the world's largest living tree canopy? Is it A, Peru, B, Brazil, C, India, or D, Indonesia? Question number 3, what color is cerulean? Is it A, purple, B, green, C, blue, or D, pink? Question number 4, what is the nickname for Alaska? Is it A, the last frontier, B, the simple wild, C, the frozen tundra, or D, no man's land? Question number 5, Facebook was originally developed as a social tool for students at which university? Is it A, Yale, B, Harvard, C, MIT, or D, Dartmouth? Question number 6, what color has the longest wavelength in the visible spectrum? Is it A, red, B, green, C, yellow, or D, violet? Question number 7, what is the only zodiac sign not represented by a living thing? Is it A, Libra, B, Gemini, C, Virgo, or D, Pisces? Question number 8, how were Presidents John Adams and John Quincy Adams related? A, were they brothers? B, cousins? C, brother-in-laws, or D, father and son? Question 9. What is the only South American country to use the US dollar as its official currency? Is it A, Brazil, B, Ecuador, C, Bolivia, or D, Uruguay? Question 10. What artist said, "Every child is an artist"? Was it A, Vincent van Gogh, B, Pablo Picasso, C, Salvador Dali, or D, Frida Kahlo? Question 11. What country is the setting for Shakespeare's Macbeth? Is it A, Scotland, B, Ireland, C, Great Britain, or D, Wales? Question number 12. The king in chess can move a maximum of this many squares. Is it A, 1 square, B, 2 squares, C, 3 squares, or D, 4 squares? Question 13. Who was the most Googled person of 2018? Was it A, Nicole Kidman, B, Chloe Kim, C, Michael B. Jordan, or D, Meghan Markle? The most Googled person, the most searched for person on the internet. Question 14. In what US state would you find the Everglades? Is it A, Utah, B, Alaska, C, Colorado, or D, Florida? And there's a sign here for the Everglades National Park, if that gives you any hints. Question 15. Often worn by girls, Mary Janes are what type of fashion item? Are they A, earrings, B, gloves, C, shoes, or D, scarves? Question 16. What color is always at the top of a single rainbow? Is it A, green, B, blue, C, indigo, or D, red? Question 17. In chronological order, what is the first book in the Chronicles of Narnia series? Is it A, Prince Caspian, B, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, C, The Silver Chair, or D, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Question 18. What cathedral was the fictional Quasimodo a bell ringer for? Was it A, the Hagia Sophia, B, St. Stephen's Basilica, C, the Sagrada Familia, or D, Notre Dame? Question 19. What book won Harper Lee a Pulitzer Prize in 1961? Was it A, Go Set a Watchman, B, All the Light We Cannot See, C, To Kill a Mockingbird, or D, The Color Purple? And question 20, our last question. How many times did John Glenn circle the Earth in 1962 when he became the first American in orbit? How many times did he circle the Earth? Was it A, just once, 1, B, 2, 3, C, 3, or D, 4? All right, so now it's time to reveal our answers and see how everybody did. Okay, so our first question was, how many steps does the Empire State Building have? And the answer was 1,860 steps. So the building has 86 usable stories. The remaining 16 stories are part of the Art Deco spire, which is capped by an observatory on the 102nd floor. It does not contain any intermediate floor levels. And the Empire State Building was the first building to have more than 100 floors. The building has been named as one of the 7 wonders of the modern world by the American Society of Civil Engineers. And there's a picture here on the right of the screen of the Empire State Building. Okay, so the next question was question 2. Where is the world's largest living tree canopy? And the answer is C, in India. A 550-year-old tree there, known as the Thimamu Maramanu, has combined crowns that span 5.41 acres, the size of 3 soccer fields. And here on the screen is actually a picture of that very tree with its enormous canopy. Okay, so question 3, what color is cerulean? And the answer is C, blue. And if you look up cerulean online, its definition is a deep blue in color, like a clear sky. And so there's a picture here of various blue colors, with cerulean being that clear sky blue, that deep sky blue color. All right, question 4. What is the nickname for Alaska? And the answer is A, the last frontier. Alaska was the 49th state to join the Union. Only 1/3 of the land in the entire state has been defined by cities and towns, leaving a vast expanse of undisturbed remote landscape. That is how it got its nickname. Question 5. Facebook was originally developed as a social tool for students at which university? And the answer is B, Harvard. The founders of Facebook initially limited membership to only Harvard students. Eventually, the membership was expanded to Columbia, Stanford, Yale, and then even further so to the rest of the Ivy League, MIT, and the higher education institutions in the Boston area. Then it expanded to other universities and lastly to high school students. Since 2006, anyone who claims to be at least 13 years old has been allowed to become a registered user of Facebook, though this may vary depending on local laws. So Facebook got its start at Harvard University. Question number 6. What color has the longest wavelength in the visible spectrum? And the answer is A, red. And there's a chart here breaking down the different colors and their wavelengths, with red being the longest here at the right-hand side of the chart. Question 7. What is the only zodiac sign not represented by a living thing? And the answer is A, Libra. The Libra is the only zodiac constellation represented by an inanimate object. The other 11 signs are represented by either an animal or a mythological character. So the Libra is represented by the scales, as you can see here, an image of it. Libras are born between September 23rd and October 22nd. Question number 8. How were Presidents John Adams and John Quincy Adams related? And the answer is D. They were father and son. John Adams, who's seen on the furthest, the right picture, he served as the second U.S. president, while his son, John Quincy Adams, served as the 6th U.S. president. Question 9. What is the only South American country that uses the US dollar as its official currency? And the answer is B, Ecuador. As you can see, the other countries that were listed, Brazil actually uses the real, Bolivia uses the boliviano, and Uruguay uses the peso. Question 10. What artist said, "Every child is an artist"? And the answer was B, Pablo Picasso. The full quote by Pablo Picasso reads, "Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up." And that's a picture here of Pablo Picasso. Question 11. What country is the setting for Shakespeare's Macbeth? And the answer is A, Scotland. Macbeth is set during the 11th century in Scotland and the northmost region of what is now the United Kingdom. Over the course of the play, Macbeth moves from his castle in Inverness to the royal palace and Dunsinane. Question 12. The king in chess can move a maximum of this many squares. And the answer is B, two squares. Did you know, although the king is the most important chess piece, it is one of the weakest pieces in the game outside of the endgame? Question 13. Who was the most Googled person of 2018? And the answer is D, Meghan Markle. And Meghan, as you can see from the picture here, is an American member of the British royal family and a former actress. In 2018, she married Prince Harry and became the Duchess of Sussex. Question 14. In what U.S. state would you find the Everglades? And the answer is D, in Florida. There's a picture here of the Everglades. The Everglades National Park is a 1.5 million acre wetland preserve on the southern tip of Florida. It's often compared to a grassy, slow-moving river. The Everglades are made up of coastal mangroves, sawgrass, marshes, and pine flatwoods. Among the Everglades' abundant wildlife are the endangered leatherback turtle, the Florida panther, and the West Indian manatee. Question 15. Often worn by girls, Mary Janes are what type of fashion item? And the answer is shoes. Mary Janes, also known as bar shoes or doll shoes, is an American term which was formerly a registered trademark for a closed, low-cut shoe with one or more straps across the instep. There's a picture of them here on the screen. Although less popular than in the past, Mary Janes remain a timeless classic of children's fashion. For many people, it represents a symbol of girlhood. Question 16. What color is always at the top of a single rainbow? And the answer is D, red. Red will always be the very top color in a rainbow. Question 17. In chronological order, what is the first book in the Chronicles of Narnia series? And the answer is B, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And so The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was published in the United Kingdom on October 16th, 1950. It tells the story of four ordinary children, Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy, who have been evacuated to the English countryside during World War II. They discover a wardrobe that leads to the magical land of Narnia. The children become kings and queens of this newfound land and establish the golden age of Narnia, leaving a legacy to be rediscovered in the later books. Question 18. What cathedral was the fictional Quasimodo a bell ringer for? And the answer is D, Notre Dame. The Hunchback of Notre Dame is a French Gothic novel by Victor Hugo. It was published in 1831. The novel has been described as a key text in French literature, and it has been adapted for film over a dozen times as well as numerous television and stage adaptations. And there's a picture here of Notre Dame. Question 19. What book won Harper Lee a Pulitzer Prize in 1961? And the answer is C, To Kill a Mockingbird. It was published in 1961 and was instantly successful in the United States. It is a widely read book in high schools and middle schools. It became considered a classic of modern American literature. And the plot and characters are loosely based on Lee's observations of her family, her neighbors, and an event that occurred near her hometown of Monroeville, Alabama in 1936, when she was just 10 years old. All right, and question 20, our last question. How many times did John Glenn circle the Earth in 1962 when he became the first American in orbit? And the answer is C, 3 times. John Herschel Glenn Jr., pictured here on the screen, was a United States Marine Corps aviator, engineer, astronaut, businessman, and politician. He was the 3rd American in space and the first American to orbit the Earth, circling it 3 times in 1962. Following his retirement from NASA, he served from 1974 to 1999 as a Democratic United States Senator from Ohio. And in 1998, he flew into space again at age 77. All right, so that is all we had for our trivia session for today. We thank you for playing, and we hope you had fun, and we hope that you will check out trivia next time. Have a great evening.